Hi, I'm going to show you how to submit a disclosure. The first thing you're going to need to do is download the Research at MIT app. To do that, you can go to apps.mit.edu/research. Then you can download from the App Store, Google Play, or two options for Microsoft. You can click this button, or you can hit the direct download button, which will save you a few steps. Once you have downloaded, then you log into the Research at MIT app. You can see that you have several options. You can see your awards, your submitted proposals, your TLO cases, and your disclosures. We're going to go ahead and hit TLO disclosures to submit. From here, you can see if you have any action items, as in completed drafts or signatures required. Or on the disclosure side, you can see that I have one draft, one submitted, and so I'm going to go ahead and hit Start a New Disclosure. Here, I have two options to submit. I can do one as a creator, which means I will be an inventor on the case, or I can submit on behalf of someone else where I will not be considered an inventor. So I'm going to go ahead and hit I am a creator, and then continue. Here, I'm going to decide which kind of disclosure I'm going to submit. Is it an invention, software code, tangible property, or is it a copyright non-software type? I'm going to go ahead and select invention. Now, this is the section where I'm going to input all of my invention information. So for my title, I'm going to put ice cream maker. Then it's going to ask you for a description or summary. I'm just going to put a little bit. You can put way more information. I'm just going to put a little bit. And then for here, it's going to ask me for any documents that I have, any technical descriptions, any pictures, PowerPoints, anything like that. So I'm going to hit Add Document. And I'm going to find my document and upload. Okay, that is uploaded. And then I'm going to go ahead and add if there's any disclosure objectives. You can click as many of these as you'd like. So I'm just going to click one of them. Out of it. And if you have any keywords, you can add those. Just put device. Then it's going to ask for the date of conception. So you click the calendar, date. You can also manually type. Has this ever been documented? I'm going to say no. Has this ever been published or disclosed? I'm going to say no. Do you have any anticipated publication dates coming up? I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to hit the calendar. I'm just going to put a date in. And then it's going to ask specifically what's the publication. So I'm going to say Journal of Nutrition. Ice cream is nutritious. Then I'm going to click type of presentation. Is it electronic disclosure, oral disclosure, or written materials? And I'm going to say it's written materials. Has the invention been disclosed in an oral presentation to the general public? I'm going to say no. Is this invention part of a thesis? I'm going to say no today, but if I say yes, you will see it's going to ask for more information regarding the thesis, the type, the student's name. Do you want to put it on hold? More information there. Okay, so now, has this been reduced to practice? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to put a date. Description, ice cream. It's made to test. Okay. And now, are there any third-party materials? And I'm going to say no. At any point, you can always go back to a page to update anything or edit it. Or if you need to get out and come back later, you can save and exit, and it'll be in your drafts. I'm going to hit continue. This section is where you add any inventors. Because I created this as an inventor, my name will automatically appear. If there is anyone else, I would hit add co-inventor and type in their name. And you see Jody has pulled up, and I would just click on her name. But for today, I'm just going to have myself as an inventor. So I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to hit continue. Okay. Now here's where I'm going to add any funding that was given towards my project. So if you know your project number from RAS, then you would hit add external funding source. Or if you have one for internal, I'm going to hit that one. And I'm going to say, yes, I do know my cost object number. So I will say yes. And then it has to be a 7-digit number. I'm just going to put one in. And I'm going to say it's from the nutrition department. Okay. Let's save. So that has been added here. And I can always go back and add more if I know it. And if there are any other funding information that you want us to know about, you can add that here in the comments. Okay. And if there's any commercialization interest, I'm going to say yes. And the company name is Kuali. Do I have a contact? I do. It's going to be Ronald himself. I'm going to add his email. Save. Then I see that's there. And if there's any more I can add there as well, I'm going to hit continue. Now, this section here is going to be all about me as the inventor who is submitting. Once the disclosure has been submitted and accepted at the TLO, then everyone who's listed as an inventor will receive a confirmation email. Everyone else will have to come in and answer these same exact questions. This is a private section, so no one else will see it but our office. Okay, so who pays my salary? MIT, but if it's more than one place, you can say both or not MIT. Did I perform any work here? Yes. Did I perform anywhere else? No. Is this in collaboration with another company? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, was there research performed by consultant? And I'm going to say no. Did I receive funding from any of the labs, departments, or centers? And the options are the Center for Bits and Atoms, Media Lab, or Lincoln Lab. If it is from Lincoln Lab, it will redirect you to submit via Lincoln Lab. They have their own process, and they'll send those disclosures directly to our office. The same with Media Lab, but shortly, Media Lab will be able to submit via the portal as well. So I'm going to say no to that. And was this affiliated with any organizational DLCs at the time? I'm going to see here. It can be Weiss, Whitehead, Broad, any of those. Okay. If I have any other sponsored research agreements, I can list that here. And as you see, this is an optional field. There are some fields that are required. And if you don't answer those, when you try to hit continue, it will redirect you back to that question. Okay, was this taken as a part of a class? No. Please list any other third-party materials and data sets. I don't have any, so I'm going to leave that blank. If I have any additional comments that I may have missed before, I can say that here. So I'm going to say I'm interested in a startup. That will give the TLO a heads up on what you might be interested in, what your plans could be. And then I'm going to hit continue. This is my information, my phone number, address, email, all of the above. It's letting me know what my citizenship is. Am I a current active duty military or government employee? If I were, I would say yes, but since I am not. And then do I have either WOC or DAP? I would say yes and add that as well. But since I'm not, then it also asks if you are affiliated with HHMI. I am not, so I'm going to continue. Okay. Now I'm going to review everything that I have answered. Go through, I can see the documents, my description, all of this. Okay. And once again, if I need to update anything, I would just hit the back button. Okay. Then I hit continue. Now, here is where you're going to go in and sign off on your disclosure. It's going to take you to the DocuSign website where you're going to go in and, have you sign off on it. And then from there, it is going to submit to our office. I'm not going to hit it right now this is the production, but it will come to our office and then it'll come into queue and we will see it and then go ahead and process it from there. And once again, everybody who is listed as an inventor or the submitter will receive a confirmation email from our office. And then those who are inventors who are not the submitter, they will need to go in and sign off on it as well. There will be reminders set out if anybody forgets to do so. But that is the process. So once again, you're just going to go to My Research, TLO Disclosures, and hit Submit. Thank you.